Have you ever pondered how your smartphone assistant understands your commands? This seemingly simple interaction is made possible by a complex field of study known as natural language processing, or NLP for short. NLP is a branch of artificial intelligence that focuses on the interaction between computers and humans through language. It's the technology that allows machines to understand, interpret, and generate human language in a way that is both meaningful and useful. Imagine you're asking your voice assistant to play your favorite song, or translate a sentence from English to French, or even analyze the sentiment of a customer review. All of these tasks involve NLP at their core. But how does it work? Well, NLP involves several steps, including language understanding, language generation, and context comprehension. Language understanding is about breaking down the sentence that you speak or type into a format that machines can understand. Language generation, on the other hand, is about constructing sentences that make sense to us humans. And context comprehension? It's about understanding the meaning behind the words, considering the situation, the speaker, and the listener. Now, you might wonder, why is NLP important? The answer is simple. NLP brings us closer to a future where machines can understand and respond to us just like a human would. It's the key to making our interactions with machines more natural and intuitive, reducing the gap between human and machine communication. In today's digital age, NLP is becoming increasingly prevalent. It's used in voice assistants like Siri and Alexa, in machine translation tools like Google Translate, and in sentiment analysis tools that help businesses understand their customers' feelings and opinions. The applications of NLP are vast, and its potential is limitless. As we delve deeper into this fascinating realm of AI, we'll discover how NLP is transforming the way we live and interact with technology. We'll explore the dawn, evolution, power, limitations, and future of NLP, and we'll see how it's woven into our everyday lives. When we delve into the world of NLP, we embark on a journey where machines comprehend human language. So, let's embark on this exciting journey together. The tale of NLP is as riveting as it is complex. The story of natural language processing, or NLP, begins in the 1950s. This was a time when the world was in the throes of the Cold War, and technology was seen as a potent weapon to gain an edge. The inception of NLP is intertwined with these geopolitical tensions. The idea was simple, but revolutionary. Could machines be taught to understand and translate human languages? This was a question of vital importance, particularly in the context of the Cold War. The ability to instantly translate and decipher foreign communications could potentially tip the scales of power. The earliest attempts at machine translation were ambitious but rudimentary. The first public demonstration was in 1954, when IBM showcased a machine that could translate roughly 60 Russian sentences into English. But the system was far from perfect. It had a very limited vocabulary and struggled with the complexity and nuance of human language. Despite these limitations, the demonstration sparked a sense of possibility. It suggested a world where language was no longer a barrier, where humans and machines could communicate seamlessly. This was the dawn of NLP. In the following years, researchers would grapple with the immense complexity of language. They would come to understand that language is not just a set of rules and vocabulary, but a complex system interwoven with culture, context, and human cognition. Understanding language, it turned out, was not just about deciphering words and sentences, but about understanding meaning, intent, and context. It was about understanding us as human beings. This realization would shape the course of NLP, pushing it beyond mere translation towards a broader understanding of human communication. The seeds of NLP were sown in an era of geopolitical tension, and yet, it was only the beginning. The story of NLP is a story of relentless human curiosity and ingenuity. It's a story of how we, as a species, dared to dream of a world where machines could understand us, and how we set out to make that dream a reality. And as we'll see, this journey has only just begun. The evolution of NLP is a testament to relentless human innovation. Over the decades, the field of natural language processing, or NLP, has seen significant developments, each one pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. In the beginning, NLP was dominated by rule-based systems. These systems were designed with a set of predefined rules akin to a grammar book to interpret human language. The 1960s and 1970s saw the creation of Sherdlu, a program that could understand and respond to basic commands in a limited environment. However, these rule-based systems were rigid and struggled with the complexities and nuances of human language. Then came the 1980s and 1990s, a time of change and innovation. NLP began to shift from rule-based systems to statistical methods. Rather than relying on hard-coded rules, these methods used algorithms to analyze large amounts of text data and identify patterns. This was a major step forward, allowing NLP systems to handle a wider range of inputs and make more accurate predictions. The introduction of machine learning in the late 1990s and early 2000s marked another turning point for NLP. Machine learning models could be trained on vast amounts of text data, learning to recognize patterns and make predictions. This approach was even more flexible and powerful than statistical methods, enabling NLP systems to handle complex tasks like sentiment analysis and machine translation. However, the true revolution came with the advent of deep learning in the 2010s. Deep learning models such as recurrent neural networks and transformers have taken NLP to new heights. They can understand context, capture long-term dependencies in text, and even generate human-like text. One of the most notable advancements in this era is the creation of transformer-based models like BERT and GPT-3. These models have demonstrated an unprecedented understanding of human language, paving the way for more sophisticated NLP applications. They can answer questions, write essays, and even create poetry, all while maintaining a high level of coherence and relevance. Of course, none of this would be possible without the exponential growth in computational power and the availability of large-scale text data known as big data. These two factors have fueled the rapid advancements in NLP, making it one of the most exciting fields in artificial intelligence today. It's important to remember, however, that NLP is not just about technology. It's about understanding human language, one of the most complex and fascinating phenomena on our planet. It's about bridging the gap between humans and machines, enabling us to communicate with technology in the same way we communicate with each other. Like a phoenix, NLP has continually risen, reborn from its own ashes, stronger and more sophisticated. As we reflect on the past, we can't help but look forward to the future, excited to see what the next evolution of NLP will bring. NLP in its current form is an incredibly powerful tool. Let's take a moment to really appreciate the power that modern natural language processing holds. Once limited to understanding basic commands or questions, NLP has now grown to comprehend complex human language in ways that were once unimaginable. One of the most impressive capabilities of NLP is semantic understanding. This means that NLP is able to grasp the underlying meaning of words and sentences rather than just processing them as a series of symbols. It's like the difference between hearing a sentence in a foreign language and actually understanding what it means. This semantic understanding has opened doors to a vast array of applications and possibilities. Among these applications is sentiment analysis, a technique that allows machines to understand and interpret human emotions and opinions. Imagine a computer being able to tell if a product review is positive or negative, or a customer service bot gauging a customer's frustration level from their messages. That's the power of sentiment analysis. Then there's machine translation, another major breakthrough in NLP. Think about how Google Translate can instantly translate text from one language to another. It's not just about replacing words with their equivalent in another language. It's about understanding the context, the cultural nuances, and delivering a coherent translation. The power of NLP is further amplified by groundbreaking models like BERT and GPT-3. BERT, or bidirectional encoder representations from transformers, has revolutionized the way we understand context in language, while GPT-3, with its 175 billion machine learning parameters, has taken text generation to a whole new level, writing essays, poems, and even computer code that are indistinguishable from those written by humans. In essence, natural language processing has transformed machines from mere calculators into understanding companions. It has given them the ability to comprehend, analyze, and generate human language in a way that is increasingly resembling our own abilities. It's like giving a voice to the silent machines. And that, my friends, is the true power of NLP. NLP has transformed machines from mere calculators into understanding companions. Despite its power, NLP is not without its limitations. Just as human communication is intricate and complex, so too are the challenges that face natural language processing. One of the most significant hurdles is the understanding of context. For humans, context is second nature. We effortlessly pick up on the subtlest of cues, be it the tone of voice, the environment, or even the expressions on a person's face. But for a machine, these nuances are not as easy to grasp. Without the ability to interpret context, the meaning of words can often be lost or misconstrued in NLP systems. Then there's the issue of sarcasm and humor. These forms of communication are particularly challenging for NLP systems to decode. Sarcasm often involves saying one thing, but meaning the exact opposite. For a machine that takes words at face value, this presents a significant obstacle. Similarly, humor relies heavily on cultural context, timing, and sometimes the unexpected. These are aspects that a machine can find difficult to comprehend. Bias in NLP systems is another grave concern. Much like humans, machines learn from the information they are fed. If this information is biased, the NLP system will also be biased. This can lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes, something we must strive to avoid in our quest for technological advancement. And let's not forget the challenges of multilingualism. With thousands of languages and dialects spoken worldwide, each with its unique grammar, syntax, and idioms, developing NLP systems that can understand and interact in multiple languages is a monumental task. Despite these limitations, it's important to remember that NLP is still a relatively young field. As with any technology in its infancy, there are bound to be hurdles to overcome. The key is to learn from these challenges and use them as stepping stones towards progress. So yes, natural language processing is a powerful tool, but it's not perfect. It's a system that's learning, evolving, and improving, just like us. NLP, like any technology, is a double-edged sword. The future of NLP is as exciting as it is uncertain. Natural language processing, or NLP, stands at the precipice of a bold new frontier. As we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, we can see some tantalizing glimpses of what the future might hold. Firstly, let's talk about context. The ability to understand context is a cornerstone of human communication, and it's a hurdle that NLP has yet to fully overcome. But imagine a future where NLP systems can discern not just the words we're saying, but the nuances behind them. The sarcasm in a friend's text, the urgency in a boss's email, or the subtlety in a poem. As NLP systems evolve, they will become better at interpreting these cues, leading to more natural and effective communication. Another area ripe for development is translation. While current NLP systems can translate between languages with impressive accuracy, there are still some limitations. For instance, idiomatic expressions and cultural nuances often get lost in translation. But the future of NLP promises a world where language barriers are truly broken down, where a conversation between someone in Tokyo and another in New York happens seamlessly, with every nuance and idiom accurately conveyed. And then there's real-time language processing. Right now, processing large volumes of text can take a significant amount of time. But in the future, we could see NLP systems capable of processing and interpreting language in real time, opening up new possibilities in areas like live translation and real-time sentiment analysis. But as we look to the future, we must also consider the ethical implications. The power of NLP brings with it a responsibility. As we develop systems that understand and interpret human language, we must ensure they're used ethically and thoughtfully. This includes safeguarding privacy, promoting transparency, and preventing misuse. The future of NLP holds promise, but also a responsibility to use this technology ethically and thoughtfully. From morning alarms to evening news, NLP subtly influences our daily lives. Imagine waking up to the sound of your alarm. You mumble, "Okay, Google, snooze for 10 minutes." Your phone complies. You've just used natural language processing before even getting out of bed. It's an early morning interaction with artificial intelligence, powered by NLP, allowing our devices to understand and respond to our commands. As you get ready for the day, you ask Alexa about the weather. You don't need to use specific keywords or rigid syntax. You can ask, "Alexa, do I need an umbrella today?" Or, "Is it going to be cold outside?" Alexa understands your natural language, deciphers your intent, and provides the information you need. This, again, is NLP at work, making technology more accessible and intuitive. On your commute, you might use your voice to send a text or make a call through your Bluetooth-connected smartphone. No need to take your eyes off the road or your hands off the wheel. It's NLP that enables this hands-free convenience, bridging the gap between human communication and machine understanding. At work, you might rely on email filters to organize your inbox, separating important messages from spam. These filters use NLP to understand the content of emails and categorize them accordingly. After work, you might scroll through your social media feeds. Ever wondered how your feed is customized to your interests? NLP plays a role here too, analyzing the text in your posts, comments, and likes to understand your preferences and behavior. Finally, you end your day with some news or a good book. You ask Siri to read it out loud, and she does. This text-to-speech conversion once again is made possible by NLP. So, you see, from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to bed, NLP is there, making our interactions with technology more natural and seamless. NLP is no longer a distant concept, it is a part of our everyday lives. NLP is a fascinating field, full of promise and challenges. We've journeyed from its humble beginnings, witnessing its evolution over the years, and realizing its profound impact on our daily lives. From enabling us to interact with our devices using our natural language to breaking down language barriers, and even potentially predicting human behavior, NLP has indeed come a long way. Yet, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The potential of NLP is vast. As technology advances, we can expect to see even more powerful applications of NLP, but with great power comes great responsibility. There are challenges, limitations, and ethical considerations that need navigating. As we stand at the cusp of this exciting new era, we must remember that the future of NLP is not set in stone. It's a field ripe for exploration, innovation, and discovery. As we continue to explore the vast universe of NLP, we can only imagine what the future holds.